What if cleaner indoor air had nothing to do with expensive purifiers, fancy filters, or complicated ventilation systems, but everything to do with a single, tough, unkillable plant sitting quietly in the darkest corner of your room? Most people assume air-purifying plants need sunlight to actually work, but some plants are built differently. They filter toxins, release fresh oxygen, and thrive in conditions that would kill almost anything else, including rooms with zero natural light. In this video, we're covering 7 genuinely indestructible houseplants that purify your indoor air even in windowless spaces, and why every home needs at least one of them. 1. Snake plant. Sansevieria trifasciata, the most reliable air-purifying plant on the planet. If there's one plant that deserves the title of truly indestructible, it's the snake plant, and anyone who's owned one will tell you exactly why. It survives drought, neglect, deep shade, and almost every condition a forgetful plant owner can accidentally create, all while continuing to quietly clean the air around it. Snake plant is one of the few houseplants that converts carbon dioxide into oxygen at night, rather than during the day, making it particularly valuable in bedrooms and enclosed spaces where air circulation is limited. Those tall, upright leaves with their bold, banded patterns also bring a clean architectural presence to any room, modern, minimal, and effortlessly composed. Whether you place it in a dim hallway, a windowless bathroom, or a poorly lit office corner, snake plant doesn't just survive, it stays genuinely healthy, keeps growing, and keeps working. For anyone starting their indoor plant journey or wanting a zero-stress air-purifying addition to any room, nothing beats the quiet reliability of snake plant. 2. ZZ plant. Zamioculcas zamiifolia. The glossy, drought-proof plant built for dark spaces. ZZ plant looks like it was designed by someone who wanted a beautiful houseplant, but refused to accept that beauty requires effort. The thick, waxy, deeply glossy leaves reflect available light back into the room in a way that subtly brightens even the darkest indoor spaces without any natural sunlight needed. Beneath the soil, ZZ plant stores water in large underground rhizomes, essentially its own personal water reservoir, which means it can go weeks, sometimes longer, between waterings without showing any signs of stress. In terms of air purifying, ZZ plant steadily absorbs and processes common indoor pollutants found in furniture, cleaning products, and synthetic materials that accumulate in poorly ventilated rooms. It grows slowly and tidily, never becoming unruly or demanding, and its naturally sculptural shape suits everything from minimalist home offices to narrow apartment hallways. If your space gets little to no natural light, and you want a plant that genuinely thrives rather than just barely survives, ZZ plant is one of the most dependable answers available. 3. Pothos. Epipremnum aureum. The fast-growing trailing plant that cleans air from every angle. Pothos has earned a reputation in the plant community that's genuinely hard to overstate. It's the plant that grows in dark offices, survives in windowless bathrooms, bounces back from complete neglect, and still manages to look lush and beautiful doing it. The cascading heart-shaped vines are visually striking in any space, but what makes pothos particularly powerful as an air purifier is how quickly it grows. More leaves mean more surface area actively absorbing indoor pollutants like formaldehyde, benzene, and carbon monoxide that off-gas from everyday household materials. You can place pothos on a high shelf and let it trail downward, hang it from the ceiling in a planter, or train it along a wall. Each approach maximizes the amount of foliage working to filter your indoor air from multiple directions simultaneously. It handles irregular watering with complete grace, propagates effortlessly from cuttings, and adapts to artificial light as comfortably as it adapts to natural light. For windowless rooms especially, pothos is one of the most effective and visually rewarding air-purifying plants you can choose. 4. Cast iron plant, Aspidistra elatior, the true survivor that thrives where nothing else will. The name says everything. Cast iron plant earned its reputation through decades of proving that it simply will not give up, no matter what conditions it faces. Low light, temperature fluctuations, irregular watering, dust, neglect. This plant handles all of it without complaint and without visible suffering. Its broad, deep green leaves are thick and sturdy in a way that feels almost industrial, and that physical toughness translates directly into its air-purifying capabilities. Cast iron plant steadily absorbs airborne toxins and contributes to cleaner, fresher indoor air in rooms that receive little to no natural ventilation. It grows slowly and maintains a naturally tidy, upright form that suits dim corners, shaded hallways, and rooms with only artificial lighting. Because it never demands attention or dramatic care adjustments, cast iron plant suits offices, basements, and interior rooms where other plants would quickly decline. If you want proof that a plant can genuinely thrive in the most challenging indoor conditions while actively improving your air quality, cast iron plant provides that proof quietly and consistently every single day. 5. Chinese evergreen, Aglaonema. The colourful air purifier that performs in near darkness. Chinese evergreen might be the most underestimated air purifying houseplant available. People often choose it for its striking leaf patterns and then discover, almost as a bonus, just how remarkably tough and functional it truly is. The leaves range from deep emerald to silvery green, creamy white, and even soft blush pink depending on the variety. Yet the plant maintains a calm, composed presence that enhances rather than overwhelms any indoor space. What makes Chinese evergreen particularly impressive in low-light and windowless environments is its ability to maintain both its health and its striking leaf coloration without natural sunlight, something most colorful foliage plants simply cannot do. It actively filters common household toxins including formaldehyde and benzene from the air, and its broad leaves do this work consistently without requiring anything dramatic from you in return. Watering needs are minimal, growth is slow and manageable, and the plant communicates clearly when something is wrong. For rooms that lack windows but still deserve beautiful, functional greenery, Chinese evergreen delivers both without compromise. 6. Peace lily, Spathiphyllum. The flowering air purifier that thrives without sunlight. Peace lily is remarkable for a reason most houseplants can't claim. It flowers in low light. Those graceful white blooms appear even in rooms with minimal natural light, bringing a quiet elegance and floral beauty to spaces that would otherwise feel dim and lifeless. But beyond its appearance, peace lily is one of the most effective air-purifying plants studied in indoor environments, known for filtering a broad range of common indoor pollutants, including ammonia, formaldehyde, and benzene that accumulate in poorly ventilated rooms from cleaning products, furniture, and synthetic materials. It also releases gentle moisture through transpiration, subtly improving the humidity of dry indoor spaces and making the air feel noticeably more comfortable to breathe. Peace lily communicates its watering needs by drooping slightly when thirsty, a clear, readable signal that makes care straightforward even for complete beginners. For windowless bathrooms, interior offices, or any enclosed space that needs both air purification and genuine visual beauty, peace lily is consistently one of the finest choices available. 7. Dracaena. Dracaena marginata, the striking low-light plant that filters the air you breathe every day. Dracaena has a presence that immediately elevates any indoor space. Those long, slender leaves edged in deep red or purple, growing from a dramatic central stem, create a sculptural, almost exotic atmosphere that makes rooms feel carefully curated and genuinely alive. But Dracaena's value in windowless and low-light rooms goes well beyond aesthetics. It's one of the most effective houseplants for filtering trichloroethylene, xylene, and formaldehyde, toxins commonly released by furniture, paints, and synthetic flooring materials that accumulate silently in enclosed, poorly ventilated indoor spaces. Dracaena adapts comfortably to artificial lighting conditions, grows at a slow and manageable pace, and requires only occasional watering to stay healthy and effective. Its upright form suits narrow spaces like hallways, windowless offices, and interior rooms where floor space is limited, but vertical space is available. Over time, as it gradually grows taller, it becomes a genuine statement plant, one that purifies your air daily while quietly becoming one of the most visually striking features of the room it inhabits. Clean indoor air isn't a luxury reserved for homes with big windows, expensive filtration systems, or perfectly lit sunrooms. These 7 plants prove that the most powerful air purifiers don't need sunlight, complicated care routines, or constant attention. They just need a pot, occasional water, and a spot in whatever room needs them most. From the nighttime oxygen production of snake plant to the toxin-filtering power of Dracaena and the near-indestructible resilience of ZZ plant and cast iron plant, each one earns its place by doing real, consistent work in even the most challenging indoor environments. Start with one. Put it in your darkest room, and let something quiet, green, and genuinely tough begin improving the air you breathe every single day.